Hi students, this is the success guide for our final Dropbox assignment of the term, week 7 Dropbox assignment, and the topic is organizational systems comparison. So, as I do with every assignment, I want you to carefully review the rubric so you know exactly how you'll be graded. And also, as with every assignment, note that I use correct use of sources and citations as part of the writing element of the rubric. The rubric is very straightforward, it's just 3 parts. You need to do a thorough and excellent job on exercise 1 and 2, and then the rubric, the writing requirement. The assignment instructions begin with exercise 1. Provide one example of each of the 3 types of organizations and a short description of why you feel each organization would be classified as tall, flat, or wide. Please note that if you use any sources in exercise 1, be sure to correctly cite them, and I do recommend that you use sources. I think you're going to need them, even though they're not required. But the 3 types referred to are tall or vertical structure, flat or horizontal structure, and wide structure. Now, here's a big tip, especially about wide organizations, because you're not going to find very much research at all on wide organizations. That's because it's an outdated term. And I suggest 2 possible workarounds for the lack of source material. Number 1, use loosely coupled organization as your search term instead of wide. And then secondly, refer back to the week 2 presentation called Organizational Types, because it has information about wide organizations. In exercise 2, you're to look at these following factors that drive turnover in nursing: feeling disrespected in the workplace, poor communication among team members, lack of trust, ineffective collaboration with others, and a 5th driver that you are going to identify. So you're going to identify that 5th driver from your personal work experience, and then choose an organization structure that you believe would most likely foster a culture in which these drivers could occur, and explain your thought process. And you're going to do that task for all 5 drivers. And then finally, you're going to write a short description for the type of organizational structure you would most prefer to work for and explain why. Some tips for exercise 2. Research is a very good idea for exercise 2. I found that many students seem to be just guessing when they attempt to choose the organizational structure they believe would most likely foster a culture in which these drivers could occur. Some more tips for number 1, where you're identifying the driver. Ask yourself what drivers have provoked you to quit a nursing job in the past, or what driver might push you to quit your current job. For number 2, again, as I said, be sure to match all 7 drivers to the organizational structure in which they would be most likely to occur. The 3rd item is fairly straightforward, but reach out if you have questions about it, and just make sure that you hit on all the parts of the exercise and cite your sources if you consult them. I also recommend the sample excellent assignment for this one. This particular one does kind of give away some stuff, but I felt like it was more important for you to have something to work with and something to use as food for thought and a model than to keep that information hidden. So, just be careful not to plagiarize the sample excellent assignment. But that's it. Last Dropbox assignment of the term, and I wish you much success with it. And please reach out to me if you have difficulties. Thanks.